Scott, thank you very much for joining us. 2-2 draw, coming from 2 goals behind. What's your take on today's performance?
Probably mixed emotions. I think at half-time we're 1-0 down. I thought we deserved to be in front. I thought we had 2 or 3 really good opportunities where we needed to be a little bit more clinical. But I felt confident going out there for the second half, and for 35 minutes I thought we were bang average, to be honest. Playing at the back, I felt like we defended wave and wave after attack. Felt like they were getting in too easy. Our ball retention in midfield and up top wasn't good enough. And even from the back, I think our decision making wasn't great at times. But it's like you say, to come back from 2-0 down shows real character, desire. Listen, there's a massive positive to take from that. But just disappointed, I think, that we couldn't sort of emulate the second half performance like the first half. But delighted for Imran to get his goal. And then Yusuf as well, who's been so patient. I must say, Yusuf, he's been here for a long time. He's probably not had as many minutes as he likes. But his attitude and his application has been brilliant. He's not moaned once, he just gets on with it. So he's a pleasure to have around. And then Imran was pretty hard done by. Being left out of the starting 11 today. He played left wing back last week, and listen, he's not a left wing back, and I said that to him before the game. I said, like horses for courses, we're going to put Gabe back in there, and I felt for him, but I did say to him before the game, listen, you'll probably get half an hour to come on and hopefully get an opportunity to score. And the smile on his face just says everything there, and I'm delighted for him.
Louis Walsh started today. He played for his first game, got a debut, 30 minutes for him. What's your take on his performance?
Yeah, I thought he looked really lively at times. I think we need to get him up to speed. We all know what it's like when you've not had enough minutes in matches, or competitive matches. I think he's a little bit tired out there now, but thought he looked sharp. There's definitely a player in there that hopefully we can get the best out of. He's probably had a couple of years at Barnet and Southend where he wanted more game time, but hopefully we can give him that and propel him to where he probably wants to be. But yeah, listen, it's good to have him around. I think he's going to be a good player for us. It's like you say, picking the team today was really, really difficult, but it's nice to have options for once. It's just difficult to try and keep everyone happy, but I think we talk to them, me, Yella and Togs. We make sure that they're understanding of where they're at. I think that's important. I think man management of especially young players, it's important that they know where they're at and that they're sort of appreciated. And I think that makes it easy. Days like today where Imran's got his goal, we had a good chat before the game and he was so disappointed, and I felt for him, like I said it a moment ago. But for him to get that goal and the equaliser, he'll go home happy, and that's what I think football's all about, highs and lows, disappointments, but you've got to be ready when the chance comes.
We've seen so many games this season where you've been dominating the whole game. You were just waiting for that goal to convert the chances. Today there weren't, especially in the second half, that many chances, but you exploited them two times, 2 goals. So you're happy with how effective you were in front of goal?
Yes and no. I'm happy that we scored 2. I think Yusuf's strike was a great strike. I was right behind it. It kind of bent from right to left, and the keeper's sort of lost sight of it or lost track of it. Great strike, obviously delighted for him. I think that'll be his probably first senior goal. And then Imran's got across the defender, great header. Lenchi's put a fantastic ball in. But even before that, I think Walshy showed a bit of calmness, a bit of composure by recycling the ball. And little things like that don't go amiss. So everyone's played their part. But yeah, it's a sense of disappointment. I think for 35 minutes in the second half, we didn't capitalise on what we did in the first half. Obviously, Cooley going off was a massive blow. He's sort of the glue in there with Lenchi over the last few games. They've used the ball really well. Their understanding is good together. And it looks like a bad injury for him. So I'm hoping it's not as bad as it seems or as bad as he fears. But yeah, it doesn't look good.
You're playing away at Tonbridge next Saturday. So what's going to be the game plan today? You've started the year with 1 point. Happy with that?
Yeah, we need to build on it. We said after the Oxford City game last week, or earlier this week, lost track of what day it is, that we want to go on an unbeaten run. Whether that's picking up a point, picking up 3 points, we need to start building momentum. And to come away today with a point, I think is massive. There's been a lot of hard work put into picking the team today, organising it, working on our shape. Togs and Yellow have been tirelessly working on different bits and pieces, been on the phone to them, and I think it's a group effort today. It's not one person that's got a goal or 2 people that have got a goal. I think there's a lot of people that have played their part, and I'm just delighted that we can sort of leave the ground today on a positive. I think the fans at the end there, the noise that they were making, I've really missed it. I've really missed it over the last sort of 4 or 5 months, I know how good this ground can be and how loud the fans can be. And the new boys probably haven't seen that. Even your Johnny Goddards that's been here all season, I think we've not given them enough to cheer about, even though they've still been singing. I think the volume went up today, and that feeling when the second goal went in, you feel like you're playing at the new camp or something. It feels loud. And I'm just delighted for all of them. I'm just desperate to hopefully put some smiles on some faces over the coming months. Obviously try and retain our status in the National League South, because those people behind the goal deserve it, the people that work at the club deserve it. There's a lot of people that put a lot of hard work in, and we're just the ones that have to go out there onto the pitch and try and get the results for the football club.
Before the game, we were talking about you guys having a goal to get something from this game. You probably wanted to win, but going into after these 2 games, getting with 4 points, you must be happy.
Yeah, we have to be realistic. We've just played Oxford City, who are a really good side. You can see how good they are in the second half there, the way that they move the ball. So to take 4 points off them over the Christmas period, I would have snapped your hand off. I would have snapped your hand off probably 2 points if we'd have drawn both games. But to get 4, I think, is a real positive. But it's like you say, we can't just get up for the games where a team is 7th or 8th in the league. We now need to go to Tunbridge, who are flying as well. They're doing really well, and go there with the same mindset and attitude. I think it's so important that we go there and try and keep the unbeaten run going. But yeah, no, listen, there's so many positives. The change room's bouncing in there at the moment. Real good atmosphere. So yeah, listen, it's been a good Christmas period, but by no means has it been anywhere near enough. We need to definitely build on it.